Okay, so welcome to my pottery workshop, and today we are going to show you how to do make turtles. This is one that's thrown on a wheel and decorated. This one is hand decorated. As you notice, it's kind of lopsided. So those are what we're going to work on today. I'll get those out of the way. When you get your kit, this is what you will be getting. You will be getting a plate, some clay on there, 2 sponges, 2 decorating tools, 2 cloths, and it'll be in a bag for you. And what you need extra is water and another cloth possibly, and something to put your workstation, for your workstation. You could either have something like this. This is just a plastic. It's got to be porous, whatever it is. You could have a cloth, an old towel, or you could have a piece of wood, or if you get desperate enough, cardboard. All these will work as long as it's not plastic or on the kitchen table. So yes, so we will begin. So this is self-hardening clay that you will be getting, and the first thing to do is to squish it up, is to work it up. Now this redistributes the water particles in there, and any air particles that should be in there. And what you want to do is just move it around. And first of all, we're going to make a pinch pot. So you just take that and pinch it around. Now you don't want it too thin to begin with. You want to start it thick and then smooth out any cracks that happen to be as you go along. It doesn't have to be perfect right now because you're going to work on it more. So once you get it built up, then you can smooth it out as much as you want. But you want to start it thick, about the size of your thumb at least. That way when you're working on it, because it's going to get thinner as you move along. So that's the first part of it. That's your pinch pot. Then the next, you're going to take another piece of clay and you're going to make a coil. You can either do it this way, or you can roll it on a surface. You want to start from the middle and put out like that. That way it makes it even. Make your hands go out. And again, you want this one about the thick of your thumb or the diameter of your pot. Either one works. Now I like making turtles because of course I'm a turtle fan. So anytime you add anything to each other joining, you have to score. So I take some water and swish around there, and just mark a bunch of X's on it, really deep, really deep. Don't be shy about it, because you're going to smooth all this stuff out after a while. So you just smush it all in, and you do it to both sides. So this one here will go around. So again, you just do it again and score it deep. This is going to be the glue that will join the 2 pieces together. You can just make a mess all you want. Now it's important to have water, not from this, in a container itself, because what you're going to do is you're going to empty it out on the ground. You don't want it to go down to the sink at all, because it'll clog up. It definitely will clog up. So it's a big no-no, putting clay water down a sink. Okay, you want to do the ends too. Okay, and then you just kind of tap both sides again, around, and put them on. Now you can use your hand as a wall and just take the inside and press lightly down in. Make it nice and smooth. Again, make it nice and smooth. And again, what I usually do is kind of like an X. You can feel the thickness of it, so you kind of want both the top and bottom about the same length. So you just kind of grab some and put it over top, because you're going to smooth it out after, and go around like that. So you're like this, and you want to get the inside first smoothed out before you go on it. So you take your sponge, wet it up, and then just take it inside and go around. Now I will probably be sending 4 balls with you, but you can either add the next one on, another coil, and make it bigger yet, or you can just take this one here and make the legs. I like my turtles fairly large. Or you can use the next one to make the shell. So that's how that is. Then you can smooth out the side. If it feels like it's getting dried out, just tap a little bit more water. You don't want it too wet, because then it will become too flimsy. Just keep it just nice, leather hard sort of thing. Just go around like that. And again, just take your cloth and smooth it off. Now to do this, make this one nice and soft, I just use the palm of my hand, get that wet, and just go around, and that'll smooth it off. Now what they would use a long time ago is a paddle, a wooden paddle, and just smack it smooth as much as possible. If you happen to have a wooden paddle in a kitchen, wooden paddle would be good. You'd be surprised at what you can find in a kitchen to use for this. And when you're doing this, it actually makes it thinner too, so you be careful not to make it too thin again. So that's about right. Looks good. Let's take a smooth it around again. Now you don't want no cracks, because as it dries, as the water evaporates from here, the cracks will become larger. So you want to keep the cracks to a minimum. Now this is self-hardening clay, so it doesn't need to be fired, but it'll take probably about a good week to dry out. And after it's all done, you can paint it with just poster paint or acrylic paint if you have that around the house, or spray paint. So that's that. Just gonna smooth it out in here again. Now just keep working on it until you feel it's done. Sometimes in 15 minutes it feels like it's done. Another time it might take an hour or so to feel like it's done. Just only you will be able to be okay with how far it should go. So that's the inside smoothed out, that's the outside smoothed out. So we're just, like I said, you can either put another coil on there if you want, but we'll go to the legs on this turtle.